Welcome to Wrong Time Watch. My name is Kevin, and today we're looking at the SARB035, the Seiko SARB035. This is one of those watches I wish I would have added to my collection a long time ago, back before they were discontinued. Actually, I've been looking at I was looking at the black dial, which is the SARB033. But a big thanks to the subscriber for sending this in for us to check out. This watch is actually for sale. If you're interested, shoot me an email and I'll put you in contact with the owner. So let's wipe off the side of the watch again. A little bit of a fingerprint magnet with the polished sides. It has a polished bezel, a brush case top. The bracelet is brushed on the top, and then the sides are polished. Very nice case shape on this watch. It has a step down edge here. It's not a chamfered edge, it's actually machined down. And I have a Robin's Egg Blue Islander, I think it's the ISL 85. I have another one too with the darker dial, but actually my wife took them both over. But anyway, both of those watches have a very similar case shape to this, and I think I'll compare these in a future video as well. Okay, so it has a flat sapphire crystal. The dial is actually more of an off-white color. Let's zoom in, take a closer. Okay, sorry about that. I went a little bit too far with the zoom there. Okay, let's take a closer look at the dial here. So you may see, but the date wheel is actually pure white, or more white than the dial. The dial is an off-white color. Here you can get a sense of the applied indices, also the nice hand set, polished hands. The hands do have some lume applied, and that will be Seiko Lume Bright. Also has a date window, which is boxed in. I prefer not to have a date window, but if it does have a date window, I really like for them to be boxed in. Just adds an extra set of class to it, I guess. I don't know how to say it exactly, but it looks so much better to have a boxed in date window. And you can see the minute track around the rehaut there. So yeah, these are very nice watches. They were such a great value when they were still in production. Sorry, I just realized the crown was pulled out. So the second hand is beating at 6 beats per second, or 21,600 vibrations per hour. And down there at the 6 o'clock, let's see if my camera will focus. Japan 6R15 movement. So yes, these watches are made in Japan. Let's take a look at the case back and the movement. Very nice looking movement, the 6R15 movement. I have another Seiko watch with the 6R35 movement. It's an updated version of this movement, but it does not have a display case back. So nice look at this movement. All right, so you can see around the perimeter here, made in Japan, Dia-Shock. This a shock proof system for the movement here, shock proofing system. 23 joules, Seiko, automatic, and water resistance is 10 bar or 100 meters. Right there, and finally stainless steel. So just a quick look at the movement there. And then let's see if we get a better look at the stepped edge here. So yeah, very nice watch. Okay, let's zoom back out here. Price for this watch, they seem to be going for around $500 to $550. I think when they were new, they were below $300. I think there was a time where I saw them for about $250. I should have jumped on them then, but I didn't. So anyway, and also you can see these have negative end links, so it wears very well on my wrist. I did not resize it. It has the pin and collar system, so I'll just show it to you hanging off my wrist here loosely in a moment. Yeah, so we were talking about the applied indices, the box date, Lume Bright, 6R15 movement, which again is 6 beats per second. It's hand winding, so it's just a push-pull crown. So first position here, you can hand wind it. It is hacking, so pull the crown all the way out, and the second hand has stopped moving. Push that back in there. 100 meters of water resistance, and it has the pin and collar system on the bracelet. So we do have solid end links, solid links, milled clasp. This portion of the clasp appears to be stamped. It does only have 2 micro adjusts, and there are no half links for this watch, so getting a perfect fit not really going to be all that easy unless your wrist just happens to fit within these larger links and the 2 micro adjusts. So it'd be nice if they had a half links, or maybe 4 micro adjusts would be a better system here. If the crown is signed, at least. Yeah, again, these were such a good value back in the day. Okay, let's talk about the dimensions and we'll get it on wrist. Lug to lug is 44.6. Case diameter, perfect size for me, 38 millimeter. 11.6 thick, 20 millimeter lug width, and it does taper down. It only tapers down to 18. If it tapered from 20 to 16, it'd be so much better, but as it is, I think it'd be pretty comfortable on wrist. 6.4 millimeter crown, and size for, it's not size to my wrist, I'd say probably size for 7.5 inch wrist. It weighs in at 133 grams. There's one other link included with this watch, so I don't think they were sized for much larger than a 8-inch wrist or so. So here we go. Let me know what you guys think of this watch. Do you have one in your collection, or have you had one in the past? I like the black dial, but you know, the white dial is not bad either. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Yeah, I think a lot of folks could wear this watch, pull it off. It's a nice, sporty dress watch. 100 meter water resistance. I mean, this could be a great everyday watch. Go anywhere, do anything watch, or however you want to say it. Let's compare it to my SKX here to get you a sense of size. A white dial versus a dark dial, light versus dark, kind of throw things off a little bit, but you can get kind of an idea of the size here. If you have not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me out as well. Alright, let's pause the video and we'll check out the Lume. Okay, so the SARB035 is on the left, and I was not expecting there to be Lume on the indices. I missed that, so nice little surprise there. The hands are nice and bright, as you would expect with Lume Bright. And of course the SKX is brighter, the same Lume compound, but the surface area for the indices and the hands are much larger on the SKX 009. So that will conclude this video. As always, thank you for your time and thank you for watching.